Okay, it looks like they've perked back up a little bit after yesterday's blazing sun. There was literally not a single cloud in the sky yesterday. It doesn't look like there's going to be any today either, so they're going to be battered by the sun again. Maybe I should go ahead and give them a little bit of water right now to maybe help resist that hot sun. This dragon's tongue bean is already getting a little bit of color on it. These are the dragon's tongue beans that have like purple and green like stripes and stuff. They look kind of weird, which is why they're called dragon's tongue. But this one's already getting a little bit of color on it. So I'm using the gravity, that's why I put the watering can way down here. The water barrel is up against the house, so I have to use as much gravity as possible to let the water run out of the water barrel into the watering can. I would like to build another water barrel on the other corner of the house. It's a little bit higher up, and I can put a much larger water barrel over there and let it fill up as it rains. I think if we have the one that we have now and then a like one twice as big or so, then we actually should be able to have rainwater for I mean pretty much all the time, because we shouldn't really use it before another rain comes. So that's another project at some point. This is the cucumber that's on the outside of the fence. I think it's now ready to be harvested. No worm damage. Looks pretty good. There's multiple still growing on the other side of the fence as well. There's one over here trying to come through the fence. I don't want him to. Right here trying to come through the fence. But I would rather him stay on the other side. Which I don't know if I'm going to have to go to the other side and do this probably. Okay, compost heap number 3 is just over 160 degrees, so it's fallen from 170 yesterday to just over 160. I'm going to go ahead and flip it today, and I'm going to put some of the material from this rotating compost bin over here on the right. I'm going to put some of that into this, because there's just a bunch of material in that rotating thing that we're not really going to use by itself. I mean, I guess I could, but I think it's going to be more helpful to put into these composts as I'm making them, because it'll just help inoculate them with bacteria and also cool this one down a bit. So I'm adding some good brown compost to this bin that got over 170 yesterday, so hopefully when I flip it this time, it'll get hot, but not all the way to 170. I've layered in some of the material from this rotating compost bin, and that material is pretty much composted, and it's quite cold actually and damp, so that's going to add moisture to this. Also going to add some good bacteria, some completed composted bacteria into this pile. Hopefully it will in that way accelerate the decomposition process, although it should also prevent it from getting quite as hot. That's my hope anyway, is that it won't get all the way to 170. Rather, it'll just get to like 150 or 155. And if it does that, then that's going to be perfect. And then I can just let it sit and compost for a while. Easy peasy. It took like 30 minutes or something. Compost heap number 2 is actually under 100 degrees. So just warm, according to my thermometer. And I'm gonna turn it again and it'll probably warm up a little bit more, but because it's cooler out now, it probably won't get really hot. So it's probably gonna take longer for it to get to a usable consistency. And currently compost heap number 3, the one that I just flipped, is under 90 degrees. So tomorrow it'll probably be back up to hopefully 150, 155, but I don't know, we'll see. Oh, and I did layer in more of the compost from the rotating bin as I was putting it in. So hopefully I would put in enough to make a difference. This is yet another thing obtained from my neighbors who are getting rid of a bunch of stuff because they're moving. And this is just like a big outdoor chest thing that we're just going to store stuff in that we're going to use in the garden so that it's just easy access. So you don't have to walk back up to the underneath the porch or anything. So the sun was very hot again today and very little clouds, basically no clouds. And so you can see the cabbages in the bed are struggling a little bit. I think they're okay. As long as they can get the roots established, I think they'll be fine. Again, some of them probably aren't going to live, but I think I have high hopes for a few of them. The ones in the containers still looking great. Their 3rd and 4th leaves are coming in, and the onions look okay. I think the onions look okay. A couple of them don't look okay. I'm not really sure what the onions are doing.